The Forbidden War of 2024 has come early because in today's video we'll be putting MJF on Raw for 1 year to see if he can win the WWE Championship. So let's get into it. So on the first week we have a starting off with a 2-on-2 women's tag team match, another women's tag team match, a mixed tag, Damian Priest versus Apollo Crews, Omos versus R-Truth versus Finn Balor, RK Bro versus the Street Profits, Kevin Owens versus Bobby Lashley, Big E versus Rey Mysterio, and Brock versus Seth Rollins in the main event. Apparently, he was not booked on this week's episode of Raw. So on to week 2. Let's see if he can get booked. This is a video I've been waiting to do for so long, so I'm finally able to do it, you guys. Um, so let's see: Biggie versus Tommaso Ciampa, Damian Priest versus Cedric Alexander, another tag team match between the women, the Iconic versus Dana Brooke and Alexa Bliss. Uh, a random pairing mixed tag with Dolph and Io versus Bianca and Jey Uso. Another women's tag team match, Omos versus Edge. I don't think anybody cares to see that match. Roman versus Bobby Lashley. Brock versus Rey Mysterio. And another tag team match, the main event, Street Profits versus the Alpha Academy. On to week 3. I would have thought by now MJF would have made an appearance by now. So maybe he could get something going um, in the coming weeks because this is the month of Money in the Bank. We're right around, this is the go home show to Money in the Bank. So can he win? Hopefully he could be booked. So we had a potential rivalry: Bianca versus Io, Damian Priest versus Apollo Crews, Rhea Ripley and Nikki AX versus Peyton Royce versus Billy Kay, and MJF finally gets to makes an appearance on Raw. He's facing Omos in his first match. Will MJF pick up the win? And Omos picks up the win, so I don't think this is a good showing for. This is not a good sign. You lost to Omos in your first match. Clearly, Vince McMahon doesn't see anything in you. But hopefully, that was just a fluke victory or something. Maybe MJF was a little too cocky and he got the better of him at this state in his career. Now we're at Money in the Bank. Will he be on this card at all? He wasn't in Money in the Bank. He wasn't in a U.S. title opportunity or anything like that. We have Roman Reigns versus Tommaso for the WWE Championship, and we have the Women's Money in the Bank. I'm just simming just to see who Alexa Bliss won Women's Money in the Bank. Tommaso is the new WWE Champion. Brock won. The Usos retained. Sheamus beat Cesaro. Bobby Lashley defeated Damian Priest. And Drew McIntyre is Mr. Money in the Bank. Okay, so he wasn't at Money in the Bank at all. You hate to see that. I definitely think that would have been a good opportunity to pick up some momentum for MJF. But on to week 4 here. Will MJF be appearing on this card? And he is facing Omos yet again. And MJF picks up the win. He is 1-1 right now. You love to see that. He finally got his win back. On to June, week 1. The month of WrestleMania Backlash. We have a triple threat between Edge, Omos, and MJF. Who is picking up the win here? And Omos picks up the win. It doesn't say who he pinned, so I'm not going to count a loss for MJF because it doesn't clearly state who took the pin in this match. On to week 2. Hopefully he can build some momentum because it's not looking good for him right now. And he's facing Damian Priest in a potential rivalry. And Damian Priest picks up the win. That is 1-2. He is 1-2 right now. You hate to see that. On to WrestleMania Backlash. This is the pay-per-view for the month of June. Hopefully he can be booked on the pay-per-view. We have Brock versus Tommaso for the WWE Championship. Is MJF on the card? No, he is not. So let's see what happens here. Tommaso retained the WWE Championship by defeating Brock Lesnar. That is a huge win from Tommaso. On to week 3 of June. Can he get something going? Hopefully he can. hopefully he can. And MJF was not even on this card. You truly hate to see that. After this episode, not an episode, but episode of Raw, I'm going to check the rankings to see where he's placed, to see if he's went up at all. He wasn't on the card. I'm just double checking, you guys. Okay, he wasn't on the card. Let me make sure that he's in. I did it all wrong, you guys. I'm tripping right now. Let's go to the divisions. He's not even the. Hold on. Okay. I didn't even place him in the WWE title division. That's my bad. Where is MJF? We're going to put some people in this WWE title division to make it a little bit more interesting. So we're going to add Johnny, Cody, and we're going to add MJF. And Edge and Dominic. Not Dominic Mysterio, Dominic Dijakovic. Okay, so he's in the WWE Championship rankings. So what I usually do in these videos, I always put them at number 5. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to put him at number 5. And we'll go from there. Sometimes, I don't know how I forgot to do that, but it is what it is. On to July week 1. The month of Extreme Rules. So let's see if MJF can get something going here. And he wasn't on this card. You hate to see that. I'd add more people to add a little bit more to that WWE title scene to make it a little bit more interesting. So the matchups, if we get MJF, we're not getting repeats. I want to keep his matches fresh as I can. So we have Johnny Gargano versus Edge in a dream match. Is MJF here? He is. He's facing Rey Mysterio in a rivalry. And it wasn't a rivalry because Seth got involved. So it wasn't really too much a rivalry with Mysterio. It was more of like a rivalry with Seth. Seth and Edge. Seth and Rey are feuding. I can speak. But you hate to see that go down in that fashion. Hopefully MJF can bounce back here. Can he get something going on here? And he wasn't on this card at all. You hate to see it. On to Extreme Rules. This was the go home to Extreme Rules. Can he get something going? Hopefully he can and actually get on his first pay-per-view, because I don't think he's made any appearances on any pay-per-views as of yet. And he wasn't on the card. You truly hate to see that. But on to July week 4, the post edition of Raw from Extreme Rules. Is MJF here on this card? No, he is not. But apparently, our truth was. We have 2 pay-per-views this month, SummerSlam and Payback. So you have to wonder, can MJF get something going? Can MJF get something going here? MJF is facing Brock Lesnar. And Brock Lesnar picks up the win. That is 1-3, I believe. 1-3. It is not looking good for MJF. On to week 2. And we're facing Big E in our opening match. So he's starting to get booked more frequently, apparently. Big E picks up the win. I don't know what is going on with MJF, but in this universe, he is not getting a single win over current superstars right now. I guess Vince just doesn't see anything in him. Or maybe Triple H, I don't know. It is flopping right now, but we still have time, so maybe he can turn it around. Hopefully he can. MJF is facing Big E at SummerSlam in his first pay-per-view. And MJF finally gets the win. That is 2 wins and I believe 3 or 4 losses. Y'all leave it down in the comment section. What is his record after this video ends? So he did win at SummerSlam. So you have to wonder, can he build momentum off of that win that he had at SummerSlam? And he wasn't booked for this week's Raw. On to Raw Week 4, the go home to Payback. So can he get something going? Hopefully he can. And MJF didn't get booked yet again. You hate to see that. On to Payback. On to Payback. On to Payback. Hopefully he can get booked on the show. I don't think he's going to, but I doubt. I mean, sometimes WWE Universe Mode surprises, and he is. He's facing Big E yet again, and then he gets another win over Big E. That is 3 wins. So he's starting on the come up. He's on the come up. Apparently, he's starting to get more wins. So maybe if he gets more wins, that leads to more opportunities for TV time on weekly TV. And he's facing Seth Rollins in a dream match. And Seth Rollins picks up the win. I mean, Seth Rollins is their golden boy. So, I mean, it's AEW's golden boy versus Seth's. Which is, well, I wouldn't say Seth is WWE's golden boy, but he's one of. I would say it's still Roman. MJF versus Damian Priest. And MJF picks up the win after a devastating loss last week at the hands of Seth Rollins. He bounced back after that loss last week. Can he build momentum off of this win? Hopefully he can. And he's facing Kevin Owens in another dream match. They're giving us dream match after dream match after dream match after dream match, apparently in this 2K22 universe mode. And Kevin Owens picks up the win here. You hate to see that. On to week 4 of September, the going to Clash of Champions, not Clash of the Castle, Clash of Champions. And he wasn't booked. You hate to see it. You truly hate to see that. On to Clash of Champions. Hopefully he can get booked. I mean, he did get booked on the go home show of last month's pay-per-view. And he got booked on the pay-per-view itself, so maybe he can do that again. We have a WWE Championship match, Kevin Owens versus Brock Lesnar. And he was not booked, but I'm paying close attention to the WWE Championship match. And Kevin Owens is the champ, I believe. Or did he win? I'm not too sure. But Kevin Owens is the WWE Champion nonetheless. So maybe MJF could get inserted into that title picture. Is MJF on the card? No, he is not. But a random match between Mace and Omos was, though. Or Mace. October week 2. Hopefully he can get booked. Because he needs something, man. And he was not booked yet again. I don't think he's been booked at all this month. He might go this entire month without getting booked. Which is truly tragic. And he didn't get booked yet again. Maybe I should have put him on SmackDown. But I can't change it after that. I got to keep going through it. I have to go through with it. Well, October week 4. We have Brock versus Johnny in a dream match. But we're really focusing on MJF. MJF was not booked yet again. You truly hate to see that. On to Hell in a Cell. On to Hell in a Cell. Maybe he gets booked on this show. We'll see. And Kevin Owens versus Roman in a Hell in a Cell match for the WWE title. And another Hell in a Cell match to follow with AJ and Big E. And Kevin Owens retained the WWE Championship. Now we're in the month of November, the month of Survivor Series. Hopefully, MJF can make a statement in this month to build momentum. Because Royal Rumble is not too far away. So I think that would be a prime opportunity for him to be in the match. But he's not booked on this Raw at all. It's truly tragic yet again. He went all of last month without being booked, even on the pay-per-view. and it's following up in this month apparently. But I spoke too soon. MJF is facing Big E, and Big E picks up the win. I think every time we faced Big E, I believe we lost. Outside of probably one match, I believe. I don't know. But we took a loss nonetheless. We're at week 3 for November to go home to Survivor Series. MJF was not booked on that. And we're on to Survivor Series. Hopefully, I don't know if MJF is going to be on this card at all. Maybe he can, but I doubt it. And he was not booked. On to week 4. TLC is the next pay-per-view, so hopefully he can build some momentum to that pay-per-view, because after that it is the road to WrestleMania. It's kicking off with the Royal Rumble. So MJF is going to have to pull something together, apparently. He's going to have to pull something together, and he cannot get booked. On to December, week 1, the month of tables, ladders, and chairs. Can MJF get booked on this card at all? And he could not. But we did get a dream match between Asuka and Io, which I'm still waiting for IRL. We're in week 2 of December. We're one more week before TLC. Can MJF get booked? And he's facing AJ Styles, and AJ Styles picks up the win. This is probably going to be one of the worst sims we've probably done to date, but we're still going to do it. And Cody versus AJ in a dream match. And that was to go home to TLC. So we're on to TLC, tables, ladders, and chairs. Will MJF be on this card? I doubt it. The way he's been getting booked as of late. Finn Balor versus Kevin Owens for the WWE Championship. MJF is on the card facing AJ, and MJF gets the pay-per-view payday and the pay-per-view win. And Finn Balor is the new WWE Champion. And John Cena retained the WWE Universal Championship. On to week 4. After this episode of Raw, I'm going to check where he's placed in the rankings to see where he is. Hopefully he's risen up. I doubt it, because he's taking a lot of losses. But you never know. MJF versus Roman in a dream match. And Roman Reigns won with the help of the Usos. I should have watched that match, because I think that would have been a good match to see. But we're going to check to see where he is placed. MJF is number 6. So he just break that number 5, but he's going down, and he's at number 6. He's going to have to pull some wins, because he's taking losses to Seth. And those 2 losses he's taken to Seth and Big E and Roman and AJ is definitely derailed his momentum. All those losses he took is derailed his momentum. But we're on to a new year, new opportunities. Can MJF make the best of this? And he's teaming up with MJF is teaming up with AJ Styles to face the Usos. And the team of MJF and AJ won, but AJ walked out on MJF, but MJF got the win over the Usos. A huge win nonetheless. On to January week 2. One more week before the Royal Rumble. So MJF's going to really have to pull it together unless he gets booked in that Elimination Chamber match. And MJF was not on this card at all either. On to week 3. The go home to Royal Rumble. MJF is facing Edge, and Edge gets the win. On to the Royal Rumble. Usually sometimes in the go home segments where a person lose, sometimes that means they could win the Rumble. We'll see. We have the 20 women Royal Rumble. MJF is facing AJ in a steel cage, and MJF gets that payday for the Royal Rumble. And in the main event, we're going to simulate. I simulate all these matches, so I'm gonna check the news. Brock won the Rumble. The last person who needs to win the Rumble. I'm getting flashbacks to this year all over again. Earlier this year. If you guys know what I'm talking about, you know. After the Royal Rumble, can MJF bounce back here? He's facing Brock Lesnar, the Royal Rumble winner. MJF gets a huge win over Brock Lesnar. That is a huge win right there. On to February week 1. Can MJF get something going? MJF is facing Kevin Owens, the former WWE champion, and MJF is starting to pick up the win. He's starting to rack up some wins. He's beating Brock. He's beating AJ. He's 3-0 in his streak right now. On to February week 2, the month of Elimination Chamber. Can MJF keep this momentum going? And he's facing AJ yet again. And AJ ended his 3-0 streak quickly. On to February week 3. Hopefully he can get something going. Hopefully he's facing Dominic Dijakovic. It went to a draw. Not surprised. I'm not. I say I'm surprised, but at the same time I'm not. On to February pay-per-view Elimination Chamber. Maybe he can put in that Elimination Chamber match. He can pull it off or something. We'll see. Nope, he's not because he's facing AJ. And Finn Balor retained the WWE Championship. On to February week 4. Is MJF here? Nope, he is not. We're on the road to WrestleMania, so I mean, I would say who would want MJF to finally pull something together, because this is the last pay-per-view before WrestleMania. He doesn't really have any time after WrestleMania because the sim ends at Money in the Bank. And he was not booked yet again. You truly hate to see that. We're on the road to Fastlane, the final stop before WrestleMania. Can MJF pull something together? Hopefully he can. And he was not booked. On to February week 3, the go home to Fastlane, the final stop before WrestleMania. Can MJF appear? No, he cannot. On to Fastlane. He wasn't booked on Raw the last 2 weeks, I believe. And now we're at the final stop for WrestleMania. Brock versus Finn for the WWE Championship, and Drew versus Roman for the Universal Championship. Finn Balor retained, and Drew is the new Universal Champion. Maybe I should have put him on SmackDown. If you guys want a part 2 to this, get this video to 5 likes. 5 likes, and I'll do a part 2 to this. And I'll put him on SmackDown. MJF is facing Brock. And Brock had to get that win because he lost at pay-per-view. We're in the month of WrestleMania. April. We're in the month of April, the month of the grandest stage of them all, WrestleMania. MJF could not get anything going, apparently. We're at April week 2, the go home to WrestleMania. MJF is facing the WWE champion, and MJF beat the WWE champion. Before I move on, I want to see where he is placed. He's the number one contender. He is the number one contender. I did not do anything. He is the number one contender for the WWE Championship. So I don't know if he will get an opportunity at the title, because I think he's in a rivalry with Brock right now. So he wasn't the main event. I wanted to put him in here because he did get a pin over. I don't know. I might go a little further in here just to see what happens. Brock is the new WWE champion. So we're April week 3. I'm not sure if he's still the number one contender. Okay, so I guess we're gonna probably kickstart this feud. MJF beats Brock Lesnar. So he has to be number one contender because he just beat the former champion last week, and he beat the current champion this week. Cody's facing Brock. Brock gets the win. Okay, so all the... Oh, I have to go through all these before I can pretty much make the year, pretty much. And we're facing Dominic Dijakovic. MJF gets that win there. I mean, he's on a string of wins, I will say that. I think we're in a rivalry with Brock Lesnar. I mean, Brock is facing Ray. Does this say anything on the news? No. On to week 3 of May. And we're facing Brock Lesnar. And it went to a no contest. Usually see that. On to Money in the Bank. And I kind of similar to how I always do. Once I see him in a championship match, we are going to simply watch and spectate to see if he can indeed win. And he is. He's facing Brock Lesnar for the WWE Championship. So let's see if MJF, in his first crack at the WWE Championship, can he become the new champion? Hopefully he can, because I think that would be a huge win for MJF. If he can beat Brock Lesnar, he's done it before, but this time with all the marbles on the line, when it's all on the line and everybody's watching and the lights are at the brightest. Can he win? So we're just going to send these right here. Dakota one, Miss Money in the Bank. Roman retained. And we have the WWE Championship match. And we're going to simply watch. We're not going to play. We're simply going to watch and spectate to see if MJF can win the WWE Championship. Comment down below, do you think he will become WWE champion? I know the 1 year sim pretty much ended, but we're gonna go one more month. One more month because there was a lot of things that happened. So I tacked on a little bit more time because he wasn't in, the rankings for a little bit. So that's why I tacked on an extra month. So this is gonna be his final opportunity. Okay, I was about to say I thought my controller was going out a little bit, but we're good.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE Championship.
MJF making his appearance at Money in the Bank with the opportunity at hand of becoming WWE champion, making the jump from All Elite Wrestling to WWE. Was it all worth it? This will definitely be the deciding factor of that. He has the tough task of Brock Lesnar, the current WWE champion. And the crowd chanting, suplexing, want to see MJF get suplex.
Introducing the challenger from New York, weighing in at 232 pounds, MJF. And
so let's get this match started. Can MJF get it?
For over 50 years, the WWE Championship has stood as the premier championship in professional wrestling, and tonight we may see a new chapter in its storied history.
Both champion and challenger are motivated by the biggest prize of them all. The man who lays claim to that title can call himself the very best competitor in this industry. The champion into the cover.
Oh, that was a close call. You rarely see a 4-2 count this early.
The colossal clutch. There it is, locked in.
What maneuver? And you imagine what it would do to his confidence if he tapped out right here, right now?
It might be the smart move. Slipped right underneath, and just like that, he's out of the hold. What a shot. That'll fillet your chest.
How does Brock's MMA career factor into tonight's matchup, Corey?
Brock's incredible success in MMA gives him an edge in every match. He has a huge array of unique tactics that he's learned there that he can utilize tonight. Plus, Brock certainly knows how to take a punch. And now he's giving you all another chance to simply take it all in.
Lands the haymaker. Arms a hook, opponent's trapped into the powerbomb. Stop in the leg.
Oh, God.
Ooh, stiff punch.
Inverted atomic drop.
Ooh.
re-entering the ring now. He needs to fight his way back into the ring.
The count just keeps going up.
Oh, and he's back in, beating the count.
Was trying to go for something.
Lesnar cuts him off.
Delivering the suplex. Let him have this moment. He's earned it. Good God, that's devastating. Well measured.
Gets him with the counter.
Armbreaker. Here's the pin. Title on the line.
Champ with the shoulder up.
Close call. That was almost lights out.
Kicks out. He's gonna have to go for the next one.
Oh, you can tell he's feeling it now. This fight is pumping him up. Big punch finds its mark.
Counter.
There's no easy task by any means.
Uh-oh, pump handle applied. What's coming next?
Wilson driver.
And call him dividend.
Getting him into the corner.
Vicious shoulder tackle in the corner.
A bad place to be for the challenger.
This is where endurance becomes so important in the late stages of the match.
Just on the crown. No. An attempt for the championship. Breaks the close count.
I cannot believe what I'm seeing right now. No one can.
Might not have a little bit of fight left.
Lesnar fuses short, ready to explode.
Michael Cole takes shelter. Here comes the storm.
Can it be? Will the reign continue?
That might have saved him. That might have saved MJF right now.
Lesnar from behind.
Brock Lesnar, perhaps setting up for a trifecta of Germans here. And Corey, you know what this means? An all expenses paid trip. Carefully placed stomp to the arm.
The beast in predator mode.
Brock is bringing all of his combat experience from both WWE and the MMA world crashing down on the head of his opponent.
Here's the pin to retain. He smartly uses the ropes to force a break.
MJF is using his brain awareness. Another
Oh no. Lesnar's about to end this. Bang! Now that is why they're the champ. Attacking retains.
With a little note from Paul Heyman.
Here is your winner, and still the WWE Champion, Brock Lesnar.
He definitely got the job done tonight.
To distract MJF, he might have found a new WWE champion. But unfortunately, that was not the case. Unfortunately, his dreams were dashed by the hands of the beast. And he has to go back to the drawing board to figure out what it was going to take to get back to this moment that he had tonight. But the Money in the Bank was up next. And Angel Garza was the new Mr. Money in the Bank. But that is the end of this video, you guys. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Hit the post notification bell so every time I post a new video, we're on our road to 400 subscribers. 5 likes on this video, and I'll do more videos just like this one. And I also said 5 likes if you want to do a part 2 with MJF going after a different title. Comment down the title you want him to go after. Do you want him to be on SmackDown, or should the part 2 be on NXT? Comment down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one.